Hello everyone and welcome to the map Misty Swamp. Joining me here, the left side of the map for this lovely 3v3 setup. A red Protoss player for team number 1. It is Sue. But not that Sue, you know, like Zerg Sue. Their Protoss ally in blue, these fine blue probes belonging to Separa. I'm guessing. The teal Terran ally, thank gosh it's not a Protoss. It is Piniacs. Piniacs? Team number 2, purple Terran SCVs. It is Skiemk. Yellow Terran SCVs, team number 2's Terran ally, it is Paprika. Blue eyes. Oh, and their third Terran ally, an all-Terran trouble team, it is Masio PL. And with a bunch of chat I was seeing too, in all, we've got good luck, have funs, good game, dungeons, dragons, and fun, have luck, good. Yes, greetings fellow StarCraft players. Fun, have luck, good indeed. I can agree with nothing more. The setup so far, team number 1 is cannon rushing themselves, right? Like there's nothing out on the map for zero. There's okay, we're Gate Forge, huh? Both Gate Forge core self cannon rush. This feels like a Brood War thing, like, and not just like, hey, I'm playing Brood War in 2024, I'm doing a Brood War build. No, this feels like we're playing Brood War back in the 90s when nobody knew anything. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. The bigger concern, I think, might be this command center, because if you are attentive to the production tab, you will notice there's an engineering bay that is researching high-sec auto-tracking. Yes, the high-sec auto-tracking rush. Why would I not get that before my barracks is done? Fair Indigos. Oh dear. Is it this kind of game? It's this kind of game. This is what we're here for. I'm sorry, Teal's at 0? Teal hasn't made anything. Teal's not even here, guys. What? Oh my gosh, wake up. Piniacs, you're probably about to have a really bad day. The command center is going to complete. It could become a planetary. I hope they don't do it here, though. Okay, good. They're actually going to float the command center into the main base. Dastardly Terran circumventing my self-cannon rush. Ugh, God. Terrans so overpowered with their map hacks and their flying buildings. Good grief. Somebody is really going ham on the pinging here. We're focusing on the command center. Teal's here. Teal woke up. They're making a refinery and more SCVs, because what they really need right now is more money, as it's almost halfway done. Guys. Okay, the choice is 4 probes. That's probably not going to be enough, dear Sue. Oh, Teal. Oh, wait, only one team can actually attack the planetary at once here. The workers are going to retreat. A mule is going to be dropped. Oh, mule number 2. Fabulous. The planetary might actually be fine. High-sec auto-tracking coming in handy here. Dispatching the stalkers. Even the teammate, that's a purple mule. Everybody's helping out. Suddenly there's DTs, though. That's not going to be ideal. A scan goes out from yellow, the planetary not ready to actually deal with the DTs at this point. Oh gosh. Well, the battery runs out of energy. The Stalker will be destroyed. The DT will be hurt. Will not actually be dealt with, but will definitely be quite damaged, quite bruised and beaten. It made an SCV for me here. Well, that's going to be the end of it. The planetary will fall to the might of the Dark Templar. A very decorative scan goes out, and Teal survives. Not a whole lot thanks to their own efforts, but somehow they're still kicking. Good grief. The red player has decided to make the very logical and reasonable tech jump, going from cannons to Dark Templar with pretty much nothing in between. The blue did contribute a few Stalkers, but has since reclaimed their team game Protoss style and has a Stargate with one Void Ray already completed. That certainly could have been helpful up against the planetary, but why would I show that? Why would I commit that already? Oh god, guys, quit bullying Teal. They just got here. The game's been active for 6 minutes, but they've only been playing for like 1.5. Okay. Purple Terran. Ravens, huh? An ambitious choice. It looks like we've got Ravens based on that production tab. The Void Ray. Deal with one of them. Blue will be okay, actually. Red's gonna take the expansion here. We'll do, go for the gold base. I'm sorry, this team game map has 3 golds all right next to each other. Oh man, if I was playing Zerg, you all would be screwed, because I would take all 3 for myself. I'm not a big sharing kind of Zerg. No way. Well, that's gonna be awkward. Yeah. The yellow SCV was set to build a command center here, but purple had already taken it. Blue Flame Hellions, yes, the clear choice to deal with rocks. I agree. We should try to melt them, form them into igneous stones, and then actually get any damage done. The Terran's wall, made with all 3 colors, actually. Well, you could have just gone in the door, but that's not going to work out anymore. The planetary raised the depot. Raising the depot right as the planetary gets destroyed. Like, if they're making their own door, okay, they no longer need the door. Raven's going to be a fantastic choice for helping to deal with the DTs, actually. We'll deal with them handily. So, compositionally speaking, we've got blue going for more air. They've got Fleet Beacon, 3 Stargates on the way. 2 Void Rays that haven't actually moved in the last minute. We've got red, who is going for a lot of DTs, it seems. That's really all they're kind of focused on. And teal is just going for staying in the game, I think. They keep making SCVs. They haven't actually made anything else. They just tried to make a turret, but they're not having a whole lot of success with the endeavor, I will say. Seriously, they have an engineering bay. They could make a missile turret, I guess. Oh, Raven turrets get thrown down. DT's helping to deal with it. Stalkers. They do not have blink, though. No, they don't. Just +1 across the board for the ground units. We're making Phoenix, which feels like an oddly successful choice up against Ravens. Yellow is amassing Blue Flame Hellions. Orange has decided... What is Orange building? Orange is just building workers. They only have 1 barracks. And they're the missile turret guy. Okay. The missile turrets galore, helping out their teammates, I suppose. Did really just help out, deal with those Void Rays. The Blue Flame Hellions are going to make their move. The Phoenix stare angrily at said ground units. Do find the courage, find that button to actually lift one up, but not before the probes are lost. Good grief. Blue Flame Hellions actually dealing with Stalkers rather efficiently at this point. Not much else is going on. It seems that one Hellion draws the ire of 2 angry Archons. The probes, they're just gone. They're just deleted. Nothing is actually stopping this. Like, seriously? Oh my gosh. Teal cranking out the 6 average actions per minute. Yeah, we found the planetary button, finally. Got the engineering bay a few minutes ago. We're making a factory, which tells me you have to have a barracks somewhere. Oh, the barracks is at the front wall. Of course, Indigos. Well, Blue, I believe, has taken some serious probe losses. They've lost 60 probes, leaving them at a whopping 6. They have 2 carriers, though. Now, carrier, of course, the rich man's unit, is going to have a little bit of a struggle, I feel, up against this many Hellions. Especially once the Ravens come in and strike, throw down some auto turrets. Interference matrix on the carrier. Don't often see that. And then it gets killed by the auto turrets. Things are not looking good for team number 1 at this point. Despite it being, I'll say, somewhat even, in the sense of both teams have one ally that's kind of just making workers. The other 2, they're getting the job done. Okay. Oh, Blue taps out. Losing all of said probes. No more hope. No more ambition. They will be gone. What impresses me is I knew the time on this replay. We're not close to done. So, seeing somebody tap out this early makes me question what's going to happen for the rest of the game. Blue Flame Hellions. How are they doing with their attacks? No attack upgrades yet. We haven't actually unlocked the armory technology at this point. What is this? Orange putting their worker army to good use. Yes, the working class here, the Great Terran Union will start to construct a wall around the Zelnaga Watchtower. Missile turrets, couple command centers. I feel like it's going to be planetary since the only logical move. Holy cannon. Red has reverted from their highly advanced technology of making Dark Templar and has decided to go back into cannons. Suddenly Void Rays, too. Okay. Red? They're really trying. They're putting those average actions per minute to good use. All interferences across the board. Only one Void Ray left to actually contribute anything to the fight. Red gonna stick around, though. Fight Ravens in a field of auto turrets is less than ideal. That's why Yellow backed off. Yellow was trying to lead the Void Rays into the Ravens. Trying to work together. I think all Orange has successfully done is make it more difficult for their teammates to actually move around. Are you going to block this off too? What is this? Missile turrets reaching upwards of 30 numbers for the Orange player here. Look at that. Ah, so pristine. Nothing's getting through there. Absolutely not. Heaven forbid the enemy actually moves 10 feet to the north. No, absolutely not. Blue's buildings being torn, melted down, turned to scrap for more Hellions, it looks like. Yeah. Still no upgrades, but who needs upgrades when we could just make more Hellions, am I right? Red. Oh my gosh, really? It's viewer economics in play here. They made assimilators at all of the other ones and decided to just put extra Oh my gosh. I love viewer games. I love it. Thank you all so much. Okay. Back to this riveting combat here. It feels like it's just the slow degradation of the red Protoss at this point. Oh, Teal actually found the siege tank button. It's going to quickly lose it all to another band of auto turrets. Well, actually, they were focusing the planetary for a little bit there. Yeah, Teal's making siege tanks, making Vikings. They found it. They know what they're doing. They hit 11 actions per minute. Teal unlocking some fierce movements there. Gotta slow down, make sure you don't get the hand cramp, right? The Viking's gonna come out, starport, at different intervals, so we didn't queue them up all at once. How could we? Indigos, we don't have that much to really work with here. Well, the Ravens, they're getting a little low on energy. There's enough of them, though, that it seems like it's going to be fine. We'll retreat a little bit. The missile turret cannon combo hit from both sides here. Purple just adding on more Ravens. This isn't a mono battle. We've seen other people making multiple units. I think that it's just the Terrans. They're just being absurd. Additional command centers. How's Orange doing? Has Orange decided to make anything? 35. We hit 35 missile turrets. And the focus is just SCVs. Well, I mean, I guess they can repair your friends' Hellions and Ravens. I could see it working. Well, then Purple's repairing their own. Oh my gosh. He's trying to stack them up for easier repairs. They're actually doing it pretty well, too. That's not too bad. I'm not sure it's worth it versus just letting them spread out and moving on to anything else. But it's important to them. The rocks still yet to be destroyed. Pull back everything. We need all 64 Hellions to deal with this. Indigos. Wow. It's kind of pretty, actually. I never really just admired 64 blue flame Hellions. Feels like they still took way too long to actually deal with that. Blue no longer has any forces. Did red destroy something of blues? Is Teal still here? No, I think we lost him. Current at 0. Teal. Oh shoot, there they go. Never mind, they are here. They woke up. They're adding on 4 Vikings. Turret. Supply depot. Fabulous. I feel like we're just looking at blood in the water, essentially. This game is over. These Terrans, clearly a different weight class as far as the players here are concerned, I think. Orange, though, honorable mention, supportive, a lot of workers. Oh my gosh. Like, the Hellion convoy, the caravan, making its way through the blockade is the middle of the map here. Orange is going to contribute. I have 117 SCVs. Some of them are still mining. They're not all here, but by gosh, some of them are here. The working class ready to rise up, to take what is theirs. They will support their Terran brethren. They will move forward and free themselves from the oppression of the team number 1 Protoss here. They can't really get through all the Hellions, but they're helping out. Ravens, thus far, little decorative. 52 Ravens, though. Solid macro, solid production. Oh, the SCVs, they get to make their move. Do they go for the planetary? I think not. I don't think you should go for the planetary. They go for the barracks instead. Why make Marines when we can just have SCVs? I agree. The Void Rays are doing a bit of damage from up above. The auto turret's not really going out where they need to delete said Void Rays. They did destroy the Vikings. Things are not looking good for Teal, and I think Teal agrees. They will be getting out of here. Oh my gosh. Now they go for the planetary? What? Really? They do. The Teal's not even here. Why do you go for the planetary? Well, they're gonna make it work. Planetary Fortress help. Oh, they get some help. My team's noobs, says Red. Ah, yes. The ever prevalent team game issue. It wasn't me. Look at how noob my team was. Can't really argue it though, can I? Honorable mentions have to go out though for Teal, of course, who it was a struggle, but they got there. They made the planetary in the main base, and Orange, of course, made the planetary everywhere else. So we got it covered. The map has been thoroughly planetaried and is certifiably owned by the Terrans. Congratulations to the winners, of course. That's not all for today though, folks. On to the next map. For the second match of the day, we find ourselves once again familiar 1v1 territory. It is the map Ghost River. The red Zerg player here. The upper left corner, extractor tricks abound already. It is long. You will not get me. And the Protoss opponent, the blue probes here, the upper right belonging to Mikoza, the different kind of pizza, I'm guessing. That's a forge. Are you going to cannon rush yourself? We've seen that already once today. I wouldn't say it worked out terribly well, but they did try, certainly. Effort. Oh my gosh, the Protoss. Gas steel here. Double gas steel. Why are you gas stealing a Zerg? That's... Like, yes, the Zerg clearly should have had one extractor, if this is a normal game, but gas steel versus Zerg isn't terribly damaging at this point. Do they call the bluff? It's a pylon. Oh, I don't think they're calling the bluff. It's not a bluff either. The forge is done. And a cannon will be attempted. Will not actually get to be started. Classic Protoss mistake of only sending one probe. They did mineral walk though to get out of that pin. Well done. The drones, they're pulling an additional drone. I like the choice. Get them all down here, help out. You really should send one after the probe though. Just have one follow the probe around. Even if they don't completely get to the probe, it's good to have one just chasing it. I don't think this is gonna work. The pool's complete, the links will pop out. The drones actually will handle the cannons. So, good job, drones. Oh, he's gone. The probe. Kill the probe, kill the problem. Cannons will be canceled. I think one of those was an additional pylon, which raises even more questions than answers. And that's it. Cannon rush dealt with. No, what? No, you're ahead. Why would you do this? What are you doing? You didn't leave yourself any drones? This isn't gonna work. They have a cannon at home. And they're making another one. It's a full wall. There is no way this works, right? Now Protoss got their walling down, I will say. The drones, they're gonna attempt. They might be able to get the Zealot, but this is just not happening. Right? This doesn't work. There's no way this works. Good gosh, that cannon's putting in work though. 16 kills, counting, 17, 18, oh my gosh, 19, 20, and 21 kills on this cannon. Okay then. So, you're gonna limp home now with about 10 drones. You did make some behind this, but like, was the gamble just that he wasn't gonna have a wall? You know, Protoss player, when they cannon rush both of you. Okay, they cannon rush their opponent and themselves, obviously. Ugh. Well, now that that mess is over, the chaotic early game here, the drones do finally get back to work. Couldn't even make a third base during this time. That would have been the real move. Protoss gonna send their probe down. They're left with a very impressive wall at this point. Got a couple gates, cannon at the top. Spores. I can't even argue it. We're well past the time that we would have needed it at in a normal setting, but this is no normal setting, Indigos. Absolutely not. Okay. The Protoss does get their Zealot. We'll be able to hold the door. The tech choice, Stargate, of course. Every Protoss knows what are we looking at here. Yeah. The choices. I mean, there's been some minor details. You know, obviously the confidence to pull the drones. That's a big one. But also mineral walking, the cannon rush probe. I would say this is definitely high plat to low diamond. I would say even mid diamond, I would believe, but it's a little low. Mid diamond players, they get spammy with their keyboard. They think they're cool. They're all dancing on it like it's a DJ board. No way. That's not happening. Actually speed it up a little bit because they're both taking some macro turns at this point in time. The Roach Warren on the way. Oracle is the choice from the Stargate. We're looking at an oddly normal PVZ after an impressive early game, I would say. Getting a decent amount of Stalkers. No Twilight yet for Blink, though. Not going with the hero Blink Oracle, Blinkical style. No. So another Oracle follow-up. First Oracle just chilling behind the natural mineral line. Scouting probe will go out. Zerg so far. Queens, roaches. Okay. Lair. Spine crawlers, huh? That's an investment. Not too sure. That's a lot of spores, too. 5 spores. You've already got 6 queens. Make more queens. What are you, afraid of air units? Got news for you. Queens, they'll help against oracles and stalkers. Spore crawler, it's just going to stare angrily at the stalkers. Not going to help anything. All the oracles move into the natural, make their move here. Vaporize a few drones. Right as we move that spore out of position, that's gotta hurt. Stalkers just holding position outside the natural, not actually moving in yet. They don't have blink, do they? No, these are blinkless stalkers. He was probably hoping to go for the third base, but of course, Mr. Long here is working the big brain move of bingo bases, so they will not have any third to be endangered at this location. You would think, it's a Protoss, maybe I need to check around. Send these oracles around the map, see what's going on. The Zerg's making a round of drones. 13 drones. On the other side, the Twilight is on the way. Macro turns engaged. Will we see blink? Will we see charge? We probably should see charge. Know your limitations, friend. More gates. Third nexus, good, okay. Everything, I'll say, is fine. They both have recovered decently. I'm not too sure I like the investment on the static defense, but I'm also quite biased against static defense. There are times that I really should make it in my games, and I don't. The Oracle's making a move. It looks like they're just going to try to run the gauntlet, though. Actually head out of that top left corner. Not really go for anything. They do spot this hatchery in progress, and they will attempt. Roaches. Ah, yes. How often do you send your roaches to fight the oracles? Oh god, are they going to find this base? No, but they do see the creep. Do you see the creep? Or did the oracle see the creep? That is the good question. A fantastic question that we may never get answered, actually. These oracles, yeah, just a little bit closer to that land, and they would have seen that. Hydra upgrades on the way, double Evo at the third base location. Intriguing choice. Did we get Roach speed? No. What are you doing? Get Roach speed. You've had a lair for like 5 minutes. I want them to be the same speed as the Hydras. Why would I want the Roaches to get so far in front? Because they're Roaches. They're durable. They're tanky. You want them in front. They're also probably hungrier than the Hydralisk. They put on a lot of bulk. Need more calories to support all this. You want them to get there quicker. The Lings, it's not so much the bulk, it's their metabolism. You know, the speed they got. Well, battle ensues. Void Rays from up above, charging up to deal with Hydralisks. Don't do that, guys. You don't need to do that, kids. Stalkers, they do have Blink, but I haven't really seen it used. The Void Rays should be able to actually clean up most of the Hydras. I think the Protoss ground forces have this covered. A Whooping of Zealots will absolutely secure the defense here. Overcharge, helpful, but not really needed. Unnecessary, I would say. The Zerg is just going to throw their army away up against the wall of the Protoss, and things, suddenly, looking a bit scary. Oh god, they're off the creep. We gotta get to the hatchery. The oracles. They're damaging the pigments. The pigmentation on the hatchery. Actually, they did a fair amount of damage, I would say. This hatch is almost done. It's going to be under half. Respect your lurker larva. Well, the Protoss deciding to make the move of add on a bit more tech. Colossi, Thermal Lance on the way. The Zerg, what are you doing? We're finally getting that 1-1 from the Evo chambers there. Roaches, okay, I like it. Another round of drones, I like it even more. Really should be sitting at a nice, comfy, like 70 to 80 drones at this point. Roach Hydra, it's not a very detail-oriented composition. It's more of a bludgeon, hammer style, okay? You gotta just get enough drones to support the economy, and then just make wave after wave of roaches and hydras. The Roach Corruptor works that way too. You guys have probably seen that as something to deal with mech. Fighting up against mech Terran, you go Roach, you go Corruptor, you just get into this wave bludgeon style of trying to trade highly inefficiently. Yes, it's awful for cost efficiency, but it's okay, because generally speaking, the heavier tech compositions like mech, or like half of what Protoss seems to do, it's tougher to replace. The Zerg can remax, the Zerg can replace a lot quicker, so they can get away with less efficiency. Queens already in position here. Looks like they were just going to add on a few creep tumors. The Zealots move right on past them. Oh, that target down. The Spore Crawler, quickly. You transfusing the Spore Crawler. Oh my god. Oh, Hydras pop out, quickly trying to get way over here. The 3 Void Ray, 1 Immortal, 1 Colossus army here. Thermal Lance did complete. Thermal Lance did complete. They both actually found a few upgrades too. +3 on the way for the Protoss. A decent surround here from the Zerg, I will say. Queens from the bottom transfused so far, not actually really going out. 14 roaches suddenly spawn. Need to all get here though. They're going to get here kind of piecemeal, which is less than ideal. Colossus and Immortal putting in some work, I'll say. Although just making roaches, that's not going to help out up against these Void Rays. Drones? Where are the drones going? They're just going right into the maw of other stalkers. Oh dear. Now this base will be torched, hatchery will be destroyed, spine crawlers getting into position to also not deal with the void rays. We definitely do need some hydralisks here. And to quit throwing away individual roaches, please. Oh, my Zerg heart. My Zerg heart. Such pain. Agony. 12 Hydras, that's a good start. 2-2, even better. Good decisions. I'm seeing good decisions happen. More Colossi, gonna join the field for the Protoss. I like the choice. I would say it's time for the Protoss, though, to add on another source of splash damage. You really need to be upping, at this point, Archons. Just get Archons. You've got the Colossi, decent. Oh, and actually keeping them alive, too. You've got the Colossi count looking good, but we need to defend it now. We need to protect it. We add on charge lots, Archons. You can add on more Immortals. Those are great, too. The whole composition, of course, charge lot, Immortal, Archon. Fabulous. Fantastic composition. Now, Zerg force is spread out a bit here. Army supply, what is it, 16 Hydras, 12 Roaches? I'm not sure this is enough. I am not convinced. I think they'll get the Nexus, but that's probably about it because Zerg have not unlocked the tech of Nidus Worm Recall here. Colossi will join the fray, and it is an absolute slaughter. Wherever the Protoss is actually fighting, they're doing fine so far. The issue for the Protoss is keeping everything together. They're needing to kind of move everything in one death ball of a group, and the Zerg trying to take advantage of that, moving forces around the map. It is a good choice. I'll say Hydra is not usually the best choice for backstabs and run-bys, but they're making it work. Were the Evo chambers destroyed? They were, and 2-2 was denied. Are we watching the cliffside here? Checking out that local flora? Okay. A roach run by. Finally, roach speed, glial reconstitution on the way at the 18.5-minute mark, so we can send all those roaches into the Colossi army that much quicker. It's an ambitious hatchery, my Zerg friend, but what is life without ambition after all? The Oracles, somehow still alive, few kills between them. Decent amount of energy, could provide a revelation tag. The Protoss needs Archons and the Zerg needs Lurkers and or Vipers. Really just Hive. Do you not have... No, there's not even an infestation pit. The Zerg is deciding to get this done with Roach Hydra or die trying, it seems. And the Protoss is, I'll say, doing fine. 4 Colossi, 2 Immortals. They're adding on more Immortals, which is an excellent choice, I think. The Hydralisks here will help out, destroy this base once again. Oh, recall initiated. Bringing the army back home? Well, most of the army. Some of them will be left. And it's a move command. Oh my gosh, the army in one fell swoop lost at the hands of not a Roach, not a Hydra, but a move command. Oh my gosh. Really? All 4? All 4 Colossi thrown away at that moment. Oh dear. The Protoss has got to be fuming, got to be furious at that. A move command meaning the units will not stop, they will not attack, they will not pass go, and they will not collect their $200. They will be lost. +3 armor's going to finish up. The third base is gone. There's a Zealot run by that's actually doing pretty decently on the other side, but I worry it's just too little too late. The army supplies too heavily in favor of the Zerg now. They'll be able to breach the natural, I think. 1 Colossi is on the way. Few gateway units, but 2-2's about to complete. I think you just back up a little bit here. No? The Protoss wants to take the fight. I guess let them. 2-2 is finishing up. Now Evo Chambers in the main will complete that Colossi on the high ground. Thermal Lance is helping out, yes. Just gotta keep it alive. Gonna chrono the hell out of that robo facility. A few more roaches on the way. 21 roaches, that ought to do it. The army is now just the one Colossus, and it will fall. The towering laser giraffe meets its end, as does the match. Well played. Congratulations to the Zerg victor here, though. At the hands of the Protoss, God, that hurts. To get so far, to have the army, decent army constructed, +3 attack was done, and just send them all into a move command to their demise. Nonetheless, thank you for the submission. That was a fantastic, impressive early game into an oddly semi-normal mid and late game, right up into the Protoss's blunder. Thank you for the submission. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day.